Hello healers and health seekers, it's me Choda, healing with medical medium, information for 31 months now. If you want to know more about my healing journey, what I'm healing from and all that good stuff, you can look in the description box below because it's all detailed there. Today we're doing the Liver Rescue 369 cleanse still, and today is day 6. Food today was breakfast. Good morning everybody. I'm having my lemon water, starting fresh. Let's see how many foods I can record today. Followed by celery juice 30 minutes later. Followed by the Liver Rescue smoothie 30 minutes later. Good lunchtime, everyone. Again, we're on day 6 and having option B for the Liver Rescue salad with my steamed asparagus and steamed Brussels sprouts. Time for my afternoon snack of Liver Rescue applesauce with celery. Put a little cinnamon on top. Bon appetit. And I also added a couple of dates to mine. For dinner, again, the Liver Rescue salad, option B, with steamed Brussels sprouts and asparagus. And then later we will have the lemon balm hibiscus tea and more lemon water. And again, I also have lemon water throughout the day. 1 to 2 quarts in addition to the lemon water in the cleanse because I need more to drink. That's the food. Josh again went to work today, so I'm looking forward to hearing all about that. And here he is.
Hello.
All right, so day 6 of the Liver Rescue 369 cleanse. How did it go at work today? What was your experience today?
Today seemed pretty good. Well, some things were better, some things were probably not quite as good.
Better than yesterday, or like?
Yeah, like I didn't get that weird hand thing again. I was really keeping an eye on it. Although I noticed after I drank the smoothie, my hands started getting colder. So I don't know if it's a combination of like
that smoothie
having
really
this like
cold.
really frozen drink. Yeah, and I'm wondering if that kind of helps contribute to it.
With the frozen pitaya and frozen wild blueberries, it's a cold smoothie.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and you freeze yours too.
I do, but you know, by the time I eat it, it's thawed. I don't have to like chip at it or anything like
Makes
that.
it the night before.
Yeah, make it the night before so I can. Yeah, so I felt a little bit hungrier today. You know, I think that.
Did you have enough to eat? Did you bring enough with you?
Yeah, I did when I did eat. It was just kind of those things where there's a gap, and I went shopping a little bit later, so I delayed my lunch a little bit more. So I was definitely kind of feeling hungry while I was out. But the salad's huge, so by the time I actually eat it, I'm usually pretty good for the rest of the day. And then, of course, I have the 2 apples. I noticed I was getting a little irritated at times with my environment at work today. So usually I'm pretty patient, but I felt a little bit like...
A little edgy.
Yeah, a little edgy. Just doing some stuff with some people outside of our company and just getting a little bit frustrated. Nothing major. It's, my days tend to not go too up or too down. They tend to be fairly steady. But yeah, I definitely was getting pretty tweaked at the end of the day at times, just because it's just kind of really just tired of dealing with outside people. You have to work with others outside your company that you don't know well, and they're flaking out, or the stuff that they're doing isn't really being that helpful. Sometimes it kind of tries your patience, and I just felt a little less forgiving today about that kind of thing. But yeah, other than that...
In contrast, I felt great today.
Hey!
Day 6
Nice.
was a great cleanse day for me. That call last night with my sister circle, I feel like it really shifted things for me. I felt a little better after. I went to bed pretty much immediately after the call, and it just really... I don't know, today I woke up and I was like, I slept terribly. Like my sleep was just, well, not the whole night, but more like toward the morning. It was just, I couldn't stay asleep and I couldn't be asleep. It was weird, and I think I'm having issues with like my CPAP machine, and it's a whole thing. And in addition to that, with my sleep, I had the most horrific nightmare I think I've ever had in my life. It was awful. Worse than any horror movie I've ever could conceive of. Although I don't watch horror movies, so I don't probably have a very active imagination there, but it was very traumatizing for me. And I woke up right after it, which was really made me mad because you know, if you just sleep through something like that, you might not remember it by morning, but it was so horrific that it woke me up, and I actually scolded the Angel of Dreams for that one, and I was like, okay, I know I asked for healing, but that was too far. And I was like, don't ever do that again. Not okay. And it didn't involve me. I was a witness to what happened, but it was awful. I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to traumatize anyone else. Just suffice it to say that it messed me up. So, and I just, in the morning when I did get up, I just asked the angels for help with that, to help me lighten and forget and keep a light heart. And I said, light, light, light. That's something that medical medium has said to do before. Say light, light, light. So I did that and just kept throughout the day kind of, if it would come up again into my mind, I would just say that again and ask for help with it again. And my whole day I had like consistent energy throughout the day. I ate when I was supposed to eat. I made my son's food. I was on top of things, because like when I'm on top of stuff, I have a plan for dinner in the morning. That is me being on top of things. And I did. And I was like talking to my son about it. I'm like, what do you want me to make for you for dinner tonight? And we talked about it and found something, and I made him he really likes the falafel with the mint tahini dressing. So I made him that salad and made a bunch of the falafel. I do a combination recipe for the falafel. It's a combination between the medical medium recipe and Muniz's recipe, and I will post it at some point when I get a chance, I promise. And it's really good. They both have really good recipes separately, but if you combine them together, they make one super wonderful recipe. So anyway, and then I had consistent energy. I just felt pretty good today. Just like clearer, more clear-headed. I got so many tasks done, like, you know, laundry and dishes and tidying up this and that, and like washing my CPAP equipment and just all these things I've been sort of meaning to do. I felt so much better today and so much clearer and so much lighter. And when I ate lunch, I had the salad with the steamed asparagus and then the Brussels sprouts. We did option B today for the liver rescue salad. And then there were extra Brussels sprouts, and I was just like munching them while I was like making food for my son and stuff. I ended up eating so many Brussels sprouts. And I was like, and Brussels sprouts are a little bit of an appetite suppressant. So I was like, how am I going to eat dinner? But I did. I managed to do it. So even though I'm actually drinking a little less liquid than I usually do, I am peeing more. It's very interesting because it's more frequently and the quantity is larger as well. And I feel it. Like I actually feel it, like, oh, water weight is going off of me.
Yeah, I've been peeing more too.
Sometimes you can tell, like you can feel it when you're losing weight, and there's a way that it feels and I can feel it. And so at the end of the cleanse, I did a weight at the beginning of the cleanse. I'll do a weight at the end of the cleanse and see, because I can tell, like I can feel it, and it's like my pants are loose. I'm really enjoying the Brussels sprouts. I don't think that's really probably a common sentiment. I don't know if a lot of people just like steamed Brussels sprouts, but I was munching them today, you know, like just munching on them. They taste sweet, and I just put sometimes, like I can eat them plain.
You've been eating different Brussels sprouts than I am.
No, I'm actually ones.
I should say this. So growing up, I hated broccoli, and since then my palate's changed, and I enjoy broccoli.
Since being with me,
yeah,
and having broccoli cooked properly,
right? Yeah, because we always had it like out of the bags.
He used to think cilantro tasted like soap, and
yeah, cilantro I hate it too.
Cilantro.
Yeah, it's definitely grown on me. Brussels sprouts are growing on me a little bit. The first time I ate them, I was not a fan. Now I can tolerate them. So it's not a big deal, so that's good. You know, it feels like when you're picking at your food and there's that one item in there that you're like, I'm just really not looking forward to eating that one item. Like I like the stuff around it, but that one item.
I was more excited
Brussels sprouts are
about
kind of like
the
that
Brussels sprouts than the salad, but I really like the option B salad with the cabbage and the apple. I like that.
I made option A for my lunch, so I'm going to try some option B tonight.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, well, it's got apple and sweet.
Yeah, it's got apple and the cabbage.
Carrot and cabbage, yeah.
It's
So
good. It's yummy.
Sounds good. Plus, it's different.
Exactly, it's different.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow when I can eat potatoes and sweet potatoes for dinner.
That's gonna be fun.
Like, hell yeah.
Oh, it's a party. Whole new flavors.
I know.
And the spinach soup for lunch. I love the spinach soup too. I like all this food, so
yeah, I'm gonna have to make that for tonight to take with me tomorrow.
I'm enjoying it.
And
I can just
so
eat
we'll have to
asparagus and Brussels
you'll have
sprouts.
to help me with that one. I've never made it for myself.
Before we did the cleanse, because I wasn't exactly sure. Well, I kind of knew when we were going to do it, but I started having him buy Brussels sprouts at the grocery store, and I would just bake up trays of the Brussels sprouts. In the recipe in the Liver Rescue book is really good, and then I have a couple other ways I make it that are pretty similar but just different seasonings. And man, I was eating so many Brussels sprouts. I could feel it like clearing me out like a broom, but I was, oh my gosh, they were so good. And I still was not sick of them by the time it was time to do this cleanse. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready for Brussels sprout day.
And if you have a Costco membership, it's the best deal.
Yeah.
So, organic Brussels sprouts from Costco are by far the cheapest ones.
Like
yeah,
two or
yeah,
2.5
like
pound bags. They're big.
Way cheaper than, say, our local organic co-op, which
delicious.
are not cheap at all. So
yeah,
this fast was really good timing for Brussels sprouts and really poor timing for asparagus because where we are
for here, yeah.
No, yeah, I cannot. Actually, there was some fresh asparagus I saw today at like $9 a pound, and I was like,
I guess we'll have frozen.
The frozen was on sale too, so it's like it's not even like, well, maybe they're pretty close. It's like, yeah, I want to save my $15 or $20.
Jeez Louise, today, $9 a pound.
Yeah, and they were the only place I could find.
I'm glad frozen exists because we did have 2 bunches of fresh that he got us at the beginning of the cleanse,
which are the best.
Yeah,
by far, yes.
Obviously,
because frozen ones they mush up no matter what.
Yeah, they're just so full of water and wilty and mushy.
Yeah, they don't. They're just basically when you eat them, it's like you just cook the bejesus out of them.
Which we don't. But
Which we don't. Yeah, you don't have to cook them that much to do it. You just have to kind of defrost them, but there's still like no rigidity or anything like that or firmness to them.
They still taste good though.
Yeah,
I love asparagus.
Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't.
But I can eat like the Brussels sprouts. I can eat them like plain with no salt even. Like I like them. But when I put salt on them, just a little bit of salt, it's just.
Glad you like them.
It's great. They're like sweet and.
Hey, if you could put enough stuff on it where I could mask the flavor, then I'd be happy to eat. They're not that bad.
You just have to tell yourself that you love Brussels sprouts, and then eventually you'll believe it.
What I do is I eat them. I'm one of these people when I eat things like a salad, I like to have a little bit of everything.
When you sit down in front of it,
so it'll just be a part of the medley of vegetables that I eat.
Right, but when you sit down in front of it, just say to yourself, "I love Brussels sprouts. I can't wait to eat these." See if it makes a difference. I'm telling you.
I'll
try that.
Maybe.
It works. It does work. Anyway, so that's the food. That's the interesting thing. Terrible sleep and still had consistent energy today. Clear-headed, feeling pretty good about things. That blows my mind because I've not been sleeping well this whole cleanse and still with a consistent run of kind of like not restful sleep and weird stuff going on with my sleep. I don't know how I felt as good as I did today with that kind of sleep. I should have been dragging. I should have wanted to take a nap today. I didn't need to take a nap. I got stuff done. I like day 6.
Good.
I want to keep this going.
Looking forward to day 7 and different food. I'm kind of a food-focused person, so I'm like our pug. I really like food. So
you were gonna say about your sleep, though.
Yeah, no, my sleep was good. Again, like these nights, I don't know if I'm just like tired, but I'm just sleeping like a rock, unless I have to get up and pee, which I do, I think, once a night. So
that's normal.
Yeah, not for me. I tend to cut down my liquid consumption towards bed.
I don't.
Because I like to have that long sleep, but
I don't. It doesn't matter if I do, because I still have to pee in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
But I have like some strep going on, and my bladder and stuff like that. So
yeah, but no sleep. It's just very rarely do I have restless sleep, and I've just been thinking about my sleep, and I've just been sleeping like a rock.
So this cleanse is good for you then.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you're talking about like feeling good and having energy and stuff. There's no like heavy food with the cleanse, so it's just kind of like gives you energy and keeps you kind of light.
It's very consistent today.
Sometimes like I would eat something at work. Like I'm wondering how the potatoes are gonna eat tomorrow, because sometimes like I'll eat potatoes for lunch and I'll start to get sleepy.
But we're having them for dinner, not for lunch.
Right. So we'll see how it goes. But you know, like sometimes I get sleepy after food, but I don't get sleepy after the salad.
Lunch tomorrow is spinach soup, so you're gonna have all kinds of energy after that.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
So, yeah,
I don't know. It's the cleanse. We could be dragging tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen. We could have low energy, we could have high energy, who knows. But given the food, I would suspect that there will be good energy, but I never
Isn't there
know.
a second celery juice tomorrow too?
Second celery juice after the spinach soup, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be different too. So.
Yeah, I don't usually drink celery juice in the middle of the day. I'll have it in the morning, and sometimes I'll have it in the night before I go to bed. But I've never had it in the middle of the day. And he's gonna have to make his ahead of time and take it to work. So, but Anthony said in the Liver Rescue book that you can do that. All right, that wraps up this edition of the Liver Rescue 369 Cleanse, Day 6. Please give a thumbs up below if you like this video. You can subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button over there. You can ding the bell next to it if you want to be notified when I post a new video. I love you so much, my healers and health seekers. Remember to stay curious. Remember that you can heal. Remember that I love you. Blessings on your continued healing, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.